"What are you doing, Emma?" I shouted. "Please let me go. Don't do this." She looked at me without any mercy. "Don't worry, Audrey. Once I marry Alex, I'll let you out." My heart dropped. "Marry Alex? He's my fiancé." Emma smirked. "Not anymore." I froze. I couldn't speak. My own sister was marrying the man I loved, while keeping me locked in the basement. This all started days ago. I still remember the excitement and anticipation that filled my heart as I returned home from abroad with my fiancé, Alex. We had been planning our wedding for months, and I couldn't wait to start this new chapter of my life, with the love of my life. My family had always been supportive of our relationship, and I was looking forward to sharing this special moment with them. As we stepped out of the airport, Alex took my hand, giving it a gentle squeeze. "I'm so excited to meet your family again," he said, his eyes shining with love. I smiled, feeling grateful for his enthusiasm. "I know they'll love you just as much as I do," I replied, leaning in to kiss his cheek. We drove to my family's estate. Alex couldn't stop talking about the wedding. "I've been thinking about the music for the reception. What do you think about a live band?" he asked, his brow furrowed in concentration. "I think that sounds amazing," I replied, giggling at his excitement. "But only if we can have a dance together as our first song." Alex's face lit up. "I'd love that. How about 1,000 Years by Christina Perri?" My heart skipped a beat. "That's perfect," I whispered, my voice filled with emotion. As we arrived at the estate, Alex wrapped his arms around me, pulling me close. "I promise to always be there for you, Audrey. I love you. I love you too," I whispered, feeling safe and cherished in his arms. As we arrived at my family's estate, I noticed that my sister, Emma, seemed a bit distant. We had always been close, but lately I had sensed a strain in our relationship. I brushed it off, thinking she might be stressed with work or personal issues. Little did I know, her demeanor was a precursor to the nightmare that awaited me. The day after our arrival, I woke up early. Feeling refreshed from our long journey, I decided to take a walk around the estate, enjoying the fresh morning air. As I strolled, I noticed Emma watching me from the window of our father's old study. Her gaze was intense, almost calculating. I waved, but she didn't respond. I thought maybe she was just having a bad day. I walked into the dining room, where Alex and my parents were already seated for breakfast. "Good morning," I said, giving Alex a kiss on the cheek. "Good morning, sweetheart," Alex replied, smiling. "Sleep well?" I nodded, taking a seat. "Yeah, I did. But I did notice something weird this morning." My parents looked up from their breakfast, intrigued. "What is it?" my mom asked. "I saw Emma watching me from Dad's study window," I said, frowning. She didn't even wave back when I greeted her. "I'm a bit worried about her." Alex put a reassuring hand on my knee. "Maybe she's just stressed about work or something." "I'm sure she's fine." My dad shrugged. "Emma's always been a bit moody. She'll snap out of it." My mom added, "Yes, dear, don't worry about it. She's probably just having a bad day." But I couldn't shake off the feeling that something was off. "I don't know, guys. This feels different. I've never seen her look at me like that before." Alex squeezed my knee. "We'll keep an eye on her, okay? If you're still worried, we can talk to her together." I smiled, feeling grateful for his support. "Thanks, Alex. That means a lot to me." My parents, however, seemed less concerned. "Let's not make a big deal out of nothing. Audrey," my dad said, returning to his breakfast. I exchanged a look with Alex, who raised an eyebrow. We both knew that Emma's behavior was unusual, and I was determined to get to the bottom of it. Later that morning, I went to the study to look for some documents related to the wedding. Emma was already there, going through some papers. She seemed agitated, and when I asked her if everything was okay, she snapped at me. I was taken aback but tried to brush it off, thinking she might be stressed about something. As the day progressed, I started feeling a bit uneasy. Emma's behavior was becoming increasingly erratic. I decided to talk to our parents again, but they were busy with some family matters and asked me to let Emma be and concentrate on my wedding plans, which I did with pleasure that night. I fell asleep in the study room. I was kept busy, but I was also waiting for Alex to come back, so we can go to bed together. But the next day, I woke up to find myself locked in the basement. I was confused and disoriented. How did I end up here? I tried to call out for help, but my voice was muffled by the thick walls. Panic started to set in as I realized I was trapped. Days passed and I was fed minimally. I would hear footsteps above, but whenever I called out, the footsteps would stop, and there would be silence. I was starting to lose hope. Who could be doing this to me, and why? One day, I heard the sound of heels clicking above. The door creaked open, and Emma stood before me, a smug look on her face. "You're finally awake," she said, her voice dripping with malice. "I've been waiting for you." I was shocked to see Emma here. I glared at her, my anger and pain boiling over. "Why are you doing this, Emma? What's wrong with you?" Emma's laughter was like a slap in the face. "You've always been so clueless, Audrey. I've been planning this for years. I've been waiting for the perfect moment to take what's yours." I felt a surge of desperation. "What are you talking about?" "You're my sister, for God's sake." Emma's eyes flashed with venom. "You're the favorite, the golden child. Mom and Dad always coddled you, always gave you what you wanted. Meanwhile, I was left in the shadows, ignored and forgotten." I stared at Emma in horror, my mind reeling with her words. "What do you mean?" I demanded, my voice shaking. "What have you done?" Emma's smile was a cruel twist of her lips. "I've taken what's yours, Audrey. I've taken Alex." My heart felt like it was shattering into a million pieces. "No, Emma, please. Don't do this. Let me go, leave Alex alone." Emma laughed, the sound sending shivers down my spine. "You're too late for that," she said, her eyes glinting with triumph. "Alex and I are getting married. The papers are signed, and the wedding is planned." I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. "No, that's not possible. Alex would never— he loves me, not you." Emma's laughter grew louder. "Oh, Audrey, you're so naive. Alex is mine now, and soon everything else will be mine too." As Emma paused, laughing mockingly, I saw my chance to escape. I made a dash for the door, but Emma's eyes snapped back to mine. She spotted a pole in the corner and grabbed it, swinging it with deadly precision. I felt a searing pain as the pole connected with my leg, and I crumpled to the ground. "You'll never take what's mine," Emma sneered, standing over me. "You'll never leave this house, Audrey. Not alive anyway." With a final glance, Emma turned and walked out, leaving me broken and helpless on the floor. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. How could Emma do this to me? And what had she done to Alex? Was he in on this, or was he also a victim? Days turned into weeks, and I was trapped in that basement with no way out. I would hear Emma and Alex's laughter above, and it would tear me apart. I felt like I was losing my mind. One day I heard a noise coming from the ventilation shaft. It was faint, but it sounded like someone was trying to get my attention. I called out softly, hoping not to alert Emma. The noise stopped, and then I heard it again, a faint scratching sound. My heart raced as I realized someone might be trying to rescue me. I whispered as loudly as I could, "Hello? Is anyone there?" The scratching stopped, and there was silence. Then I heard a soft voice. "Audrey, I'm here, hang on." Tears of relief streamed down my face. Someone knew I was trapped, and they were trying to help me. I waited anxiously, my heart pounding in my chest. Hours passed, and I heard the sound of footsteps. But this time, they were different. They were cautious and stealthy. The door creaked open, and a familiar face peeked in. It was one of our family's old staff members, Mrs. Jenkins. She had always been kind to me, and I had confided in her about my suspicions regarding Emma. "Come quickly, Audrey," she whispered, helping me out of the basement. "We need to get you out of here before Emma finds out." I followed Mrs. Jenkins, my heart racing with a mix of excitement and fear. As we drove away from the house, I saw my parents standing in the study, looking out at the car. Suddenly, I wanted to stop and talk to them about Emma's betrayal. "Stop the car, Mrs. Jenkins. I need to speak to my parents," I said, trying to open the door. But Mrs. Jenkins refused, her grip on the steering wheel tightening. "I'm sorry, Audrey. We can't go back now." A wave of suspicion washed over me. "Did Emma pay you to take me away? What's going on?" Mrs. Jenkins didn't respond, and I grew more agitated. I grabbed the steering wheel, and we started fighting for control of the car. "Stop the car. Where are you taking me?" I demanded. Mrs. Jenkins shouted, "Audrey, stop! You'll get us in an accident." But I didn't care. We bumped into a tree trunk, and the airbags deployed. Mrs. Jenkins turned to me, her expression somber. "It's not Emma who paid me, Audrey. It's your parents and Alex. They said the only thing they can do for you is to let you go when Emma's not around." I stared at her, shocked. "What do you mean? My parents and Alex know about this?" "You're lying!" I didn't believe her, and I ran back to the house, desperate to confront my family. As I entered the compound, I saw my mom, Dad, and Alex standing there. "Mom!" I shouted, rushing towards her. but her voice was icy cold. "What are you doing here, Jenkins? You can't even do this small task." I was taken aback. "What do you mean? What's going on, Mom?" My mother's expression didn't change, and I felt a chill run down my spine. Something was very wrong. "Audrey, you left us," my mother said, her voice cold. "You chose to go abroad and pursue your own dreams, leaving us behind." "But I thought you loved me," I stammered. My father's expression was unforgiving. "We did, Audrey. We gave you everything. Our love, our support, our best. But you threw it all away. We regret everything we gave you. We should have given it all to Emma instead." I felt a knife twist in my heart. "You're saying you'd have been better off if I'd never been born?" My mother's eyes were hard. "No, Audrey. We're saying Emma would have been the better daughter. She's always been understanding, always been there for us." Alex spoke up, his voice detached. "I used to love you, Audrey, but your condescending behavior grew on me. I couldn't take it anymore. In these few days I've stayed here, and I've found a soulmate in Emma. She's the one who truly understands me. I felt like I'd been erased." I see," I whispered. My parents turned to leave. "You're on your own now, Audrey. Don't come back." I watched them go, feeling like I was drowning in pain. But as I looked within, I made a decision. I wouldn't look back at this pain. I wouldn't dwell on the betrayal. I would forget everyone. My parents, Emma, Alex. I would forget the past and start anew. "I'm the only one I have," I whispered to myself. "I have no one. No relative. This is my life now." With a newfound determination, I stood up, my broken leg aching in protest. But I didn't care. I would heal, and I would move on, and I would never look back. Drop a heart if you want more mysteries like this. Subscribe to support the channel. Comment your favorite part or your theory before the twist. Just a favor to ask. If you have enjoyed this, check that you have liked the video and subscribed. A like means support.